Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, yeah. Mm. How's your weekend? Mm, mm. Mm, mhm, 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 mhm. Hello, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and just coming to you for a little bit, probably about 10 minutes, but I just want to get this point across real quick because you want to watch trying to take too much time making broadcasts about this one particular topic, but like I said, this is a discussion piece for whatever like I deem fit. So hey, that's just how it is. Now, I don't know. I look at one of the most reputable sources in America today, Facebook, and I ran across something very, very disturbing. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I was wondering, why hasn't Black YouTube or anybody concentrate on stuff like this? And what I'm talking about here is mental illness and the kind of thing that mental illness can lead to. So here's what I'm saying. Just read this headline real quick, and I wonder, do you even find this even a tad bit disturbing? All right, now I want you to take a look at this. You are reading this correctly. Now, granted that this story is old, this in particular incident happened um, on in November of 2017, and the date of this report is 2018. And it states, 19-year-old sentenced to 30 years in triple hair weave murder. And I'm sitting up here like, wow, why didn't anybody talk about this? And let's go on to read this. Shelby Isaac was sentenced to 30 years in prison for hair weave in a 2016 hair weave triple murder. Officials say, well, it happened in 2016. Shelby Isaac, 19, was found guilty in November 2017 of two counts of second-degree murder, one count of reckless homicide, and one count of criminally negligent homicide. Why? Said in January 2016, as Isaac fatally shot E.J. Tate, Edwina Thomas, and Thomas's unborn child at a Northeast Memphis apartment complex in a dispute over hair weave. Wow. Okay. And the reason why I bring up things like this is because um, because it's like when the average heterosexual man sits up there and talks about things such as and it's not as if that we're not asked these opinions by women. When we start to make comments on how a woman looks, now that doesn't give anyone the green light to be a jerk, but the reactions by women is just they're just epic because it's like I thought you would have wanted to know, a black woman wanted to know what a black man thought about that. But I understand and realize that when they do talk about hair weave and other stuff involving a wrong woman's looks, um, is used for trolling. And the trolling is taken quite serious. So I wanted to examine this situation for myself since I run across an article of an incident that I've never heard of before. And I'm trying to understand where all the complaints are coming from. You know, yeah. As far as the sisterhood goes, I mean, the sisterhood, I mean, it's just like it's just a thing that's across social media that really just tries to dig into the black man's skull about, their opinions about certain things about that goes on in our community. And one of those topics is, hair weave. It's like, it, why shouldn't a man comment on a woman's hair? Why shouldn't we? I mean, um, here's the thing. We we do everything for women basically. We cut our hair, we go, we work out, we wear fresh clothing, we keep our cars clean. And I'm just wondering, why all the attacks now. Any woman that does this correctly, gets garners the proper attention. But then you have something like this. I mean, it's not for me to sit up here and up and criticize things and how people do things, because it's like, to tell you the honest truth, at the end of the day, I don't really, as long as it looks good, I don't really care. But see, when it comes to stuff like this now, if somebody says something bad about that now, you should just go ahead and understand that kind of thing does not look too good. And and also, let me tell y'all something. The images that I'm displaying, I mean, they are subject to copyright. So, but this should come under the Fair Use Act as well. So, this is just my criticism of this narrative. Is like, I understand that sisters are very angry and they have been taught a way that allows them to dismiss the opinion of brothers. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, you can't make anyone feel a certain way. You can't shame a person enough, you know, just based on stuff like this. What leads to that? What form, you can say stuff like, hey, mental illness, you can chalk it up to that. But I mean, what in this incident, three people had to die. I mean, this couple minding their own business and an unborn child over a hair weave. Is it that serious? Like, you gotta think about it. This stuff comes from other countries. I mean, they could be putting something in it. I mean, let me put it to you this way. All right, a man wears some underwear, but then I take that underwear and wash it and then put it on myself. Just because it's clean doesn't make it okay. Hmm. Well, I tell you the truth. Yeah, and like I said, it's like, most brothers don't care as long as it looks good. Now, here's the thing, and I've thought about this. I mean, in the professional workplace, things like natural hair is frowned upon, which I feel like it's it's going more and more to the people don't give a shit, and women can wear their natural hair. But it was at one point, and I'm afraid this might be the previous generation's fault, that we were told to cut our hair and to straighten our hair, and just like, I don't know, just we've gotten lazy with it. The thing is, when you put chemicals in your hair that is not made for black hair, then disaster strikes. And some women can tell you this from experience. But they don't give up. They don't do things like this. They grow it back, and when they grow it back, let me show you a picture. Like I say, I don't care whether it looks good or not, but when they grow it back, they can get little results like that too. And also, let me tell everybody something. You can't shame somebody into liking something. Like I say, you can't shame somebody enough. Yeah, get some more pictures. Now, these next pictures I'm about to show you, don't get triggered by this. Everybody's gonna be like, "Yeah, why are you using little girl pics?" Blah blah blah. People like to come up with their own little sick ideas, but I'm just showing you. Look at the smiles on their faces. Look at them. Yeah, look at her. She's so adorable. I put this particular picture here because I liked it. Just look at how much happier they look than your average, girl that doesn't have that kind of hair. And some people are gonna say, "Well, you teaching your kid that?" Yeah, hell yeah. Every chance I get. I'm gonna be that parent. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be that parent that tells my kid, if you go to school and this kid says such and such about your hair, don't believe that shit unless it says a good compliment. If they say your hair is beautiful, shoot. And then, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, the younger crowd, like the college age, they're getting it right too. But here's what I'm saying: like, I don't see too many brothers, like they say, just be talking about, oh, hair weave and single moms and all this other stuff. And honestly, go ahead and check out my channel. See if there's another hair weave video on here. Nope. Nope. Look at that. Big, beautiful smile. Patience. Years. Hey, look at the smiles. Yeah. Look at that. They even got, like I said, just kind of do your research, because what I'm telling you is what men like. You know, we like this kind of stuff. You focus on so much when we hate it, and then we tell you what we like, and you don't want to take that at face value, because hey, maybe it's the respect of you have for the man that's sitting across from you saying it, or on the social media post. You know, all I'm saying is this: it really bothers me when I see stuff like this. all because, all because you feel like brothers are not worthy of this. Now, I do, in such an case, I do see sisters with naturally flowing hair in public. You would think that, oh, look at the beautiful black queen. You think you see her with a black queen. I mean, with a black king. I mean, sometimes you see him with another black queen. Well, whatever they prefer. But you know what? And I'm not saying it. I have somebody. I'm just saying what my personal observations are from day to day. Look at that. Look at that natural hair. There's all kinds of things you can do with natural hair. Look at that. Now she's pretty. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's pretty. Not that. Not that. Yeah. Oh, who remembers this incident right here? Yeah, I didn't say anything about it, even though it was viral across social media. And shoot, I pulled up a website. Let's check that out. Let's check the video out. Now, I want you to watch this. Please do not be alarmed. Graphic language on this video here.
No, we should. We didn't try to take the phone from sister. Did you not? Sister, you should not went over there. Did you not? I walked my ass to the motherfucker. Did you not? You was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong like Mr. June. You was wrong like Mr. June. Wrong sometimes.
Well, obviously,
Now, in some parts of the world, do black women love hair weave more than black men? Yeah, of course they do. And this is one of the examples. I'm sorry to say that they exist. But who was there to put this young lady in check when those men were sitting up here protesting outside of an Asian beauty supply store that just punched a black woman in the face? This was very sad to observe.
We saw you walk over there. You was wrong. You did just like Mr. June did.
Your dignity for 50% off.
You right with our sister Albert. Like I said, yes, did y'all fucking help that bitch? I helped you. Nigga, you ain't help shit. I was helping you. Fuck you help. I was helping you.
We're trying to help you now. Now, is this an indictment of the behavior of the typical average black woman? Of course not. But you know what? We need more sisters calling this stuff out, because when we see natural beauty, we appreciate it. But when we see stuff like this, I mean, it's a bad look. Just like brothers out here shooting each other in the streets, just like little kids selling poison to your average adult who's desperate, and give them a cheeseburger for that shit. I mean, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. And you know what else is a bad look? When Asians abuse black women. Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. It's obvious his blue life matters. Oh, whoops! Again, like I said, the point I was trying to make was it's like whenever I see sisters that are big, bubbly, smiling with their natural beauty in and all over social media, you see them in these positions right here with Chad and Thomas and making sure that his blue life matters. Hey, and these aren't bad looking women at all. They're not. They're not bad looking women. They're beautiful. And guess what? If any of these women were to break up with any of these guys right here, I'm sure there'd be some black man in line waiting to appreciate and love that melanated beauty like no other. Like not even like her Chad could. But until then, look how happy. The happiness in natural hair. Brothers appreciate natural hair too. Now, let folks. I'm a fan of let folks be happy. I'm just going off this sentiment that I hear on and where do you think these bundles come from? Like, how did they get to this point? They have to go through a lot. Even like I'll say, the trafficking of young women all over the world. Look at that. How many times you walking in the street have you seen that? You've seen that. Like I said, this is why brothers like natural hair so much more. Because it's like Vietnam, except for this is hair, not bodies. Like I said, how many 12 and 13-year-old girls are running around here bald trying to run from creepy men? Because you're making it a $1 billion industry. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying it then leads to mental illness. Look at that. I'm sure all those workers are making a healthy salary of a whopping $1,200 a year trying to deliver the goods to people all over America. Now, who remembers this guy right here? It's very recent. Now, I talked about an incident that's happened in 2016, going into 2017. Yeah, I can find more articles. I can even find you one where a woman left a baby in the car to get some hair weave. Shoot, I think I put it in the description just so you can look it up. This man right here is Tyrone Muhammad. He bust some windows out of one of these beauty supply nail shops. And guess what? A day or two later, that shop was filled. He even did a video about it, and they were getting quite snappy with him. But guess what? You know what that look is? That's the look of a black man that appreciates natural hair and wants to protect our women. That's why a lot of us do say that, what are the complaints about protection, not having protection for, if that kind of thing is just going to happen? It makes me think and it makes me wonder. I'm just sitting up here, and then after I saw that article of a story that I've never heard of, let me remind you. Yeah, let me get this little hussy off the screen. When you see stuff like that, it raises quite the alarm, because how many more incidences are like this? Triple hair weave murder? Yeah, well, this is an unborn child. That's three. Baby makes three. Now I'm just gonna close out the video with this. And you know what? I just want us to take time to reflect on our behavior. We have to take self-reflection, because I know I do. Every time I look in the mirror, brush my teeth, wash my face, I reflect. Yes, there's a reflection in the mirror in front of me. I suggest you should do the same. So who remembers this? Oh yeah, everybody know what I'm about to play a little bit longer of the clip, but of course, you know what she said. She starts out. She's doing some huge activism, and then she says something that's very important and very pertinent to the black community survival. Saying we don't need to burn down our shit, and she'll tell you exactly why. Come on, clip play. Yeah, computer taking time. Yeah, just bear with me for one moment. It might be the Lord telling me to stop this. Hold on, Lord, like, Kevin, stop it right now. Don't be talking about them girls like that. Yeah, that's just it's like, yeah, but let me go. My screen is frozen. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. There we go. Let me refresh this page right here. Because we're going to close out the way I want to close out. Here we go. Yeah. Shit. There we go. There we go. Let me go ahead and see if I can play this video for you.
On everything. Tell his mama y'all sorry for her loss. Burning down shit ain't gonna help nothing. Y'all burning down shit we need in our community. Take that shit to the suburbs. Burn that shit down. We need our shit. We need our weed. I don't wear it.
You don't wear it, but that's the first thing you call out. Thanks for telling us what's important. You know, not like things like gas for our cars and baby formula. All right, guys, that's about it. I'm done with this broadcast for right now. Really, this broadcast ran too long, but you know what? Mental illness needs to be visited in our community, and guess what? It has to start somewhere. Yeah, and you know, if anybody have any questions below, just ask them in the comments, and I promise you, I'll answer those questions in the most professional, non-profane way possible, because it's just like this. Women, I'm just telling you, I'm telling y'all just like this. I'm telling y'all just like this. Brothers love natural hair. You know, despite the pictures I showed you, brothers love natural hair too. We do. We're not saying we don't like weave. A lot of us don't prefer it, but at least make that shit look good. That's all we're saying. I mean, and yes, you're gonna get opinions from heterosexual men about it. I'm sorry. This is just how it is. Life ain't fair, and this probably isn't either. But if you know what I'm saying, just chill the fuck out and hear us out every time we talk about this. Not every time, because you know it does get tiresome, it does get trollsome. But I'm trying to come to you as a man of sincerity. As a man of sincerity. Okay, if it's something you need help with or some kind of advice, Kev's here. All right, ladies and gents, if you watch this video, thank you for taking the time out to watch it. I know it's early, and you know I got to get on with my day. Oh, there's 19 comments. Good God. Okay, all right. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Yes, and look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, you're reading it right now. I love my natural hair, and I enjoy wearing weaves, but nothing is better than my own natural hair. Yes. And we'll leave the broadcast on that. So thank you for tuning in. This is, and I definitely appreciate being brutally honest with everyone. Take care, folks. In Kev, we trust.